Hey everyone, welcome back. So in today's video I want to talk to you guys about how I grew my hair and the products that I use to grow my hair. My hair, when I first started my hair journey, I cut my hair to about here, which is right at my collarbone, and I have now grown it to it's almost waist length now, so I've grown it that much over these past few years. And I want to share with you guys some strategies that I use and products that I use to get my hair to this point. Now, I did start at the beginning of my YouTube channel, and you'll see some videos where I started talking about tips one by one in each video. I decided to go ahead and just talk about them all in this one video, but you can still go back and watch those videos because I do give some very helpful advice in those videos as well that I may not touch up on in this video since I've already talked about it. Also, I want to tell you guys, sorry I took a little break from YouTube. Doesn't mean that I'm not coming back. I just had to. I was out of town filming, so that's why I haven't recorded any YouTube videos here lately, but I am back in the game right now. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with tip number 1. Okay, so tip number 1 is to make sure you have a good healthy diet and drink plenty of water. You may not believe it, but what you put into your body does actually affect how your hair grows and how healthy it is and how strong it is. So please make sure you're putting all of the proper nutrients into your body that it needs to be healthy. And sometimes women suffer with hair loss because they may be dealing with something on the inside of their body that is causing them to lose hair. And so you also want to make sure that if you're experiencing a lot of hair loss, you go to a doctor and find out, what's going on, and make sure it's not an internal health problem that you need to deal with. Okay, so tip number 2 is to make sure you properly shampoo and cleanse your hair at least once a week. You want to make sure you properly cleanse your hair and your scalp, because you don't want your scalp to get clogged up with dirt and oils and prevent your hair from growing and being as healthy as possible. You should also use a clarifying shampoo at least once a month. So clarifying shampoos basically get rid of all the residue and dirt that a regular shampoo would miss, and that builds up over time. My favorite shampoo right now to use is Itte, the Itte shampoo from the Itte line. I love this shampoo. It doesn't have a whole bunch of harsh chemicals in it and sulfates, which will strip your hair of its natural oils. So you want to stay away from shampoos with a lot of harsh chemicals like the ones that you find in the stores. Often you want to stick to ones that are a little more natural and have more natural ingredients like this one. And another shampoo that I love to use for clarifying is this, and it is all natural. It is the Avalon Organic Shampoo, and it has organic lemon, essential oil, shea butter, organic aloe, vitamins, gentle, and it's a gentle clarifying shampoo, which I love. It gets rid of all the dirt and residue and makes my hair really shiny and bouncy. Tip number 3 is to deep condition your hair. So deep conditioning is vital to hair growth because it allows your hair to, after you've stripped it with shampoo of all of its natural oils and things, you got to replace those oils back in your hair. I usually go in between a strengthening deep conditioner and a moisturizing deep conditioner. So I'll do a strengthening one week and then a moisturizing one the other week. Strengthening deep conditioners usually have protein or keratin in them, and you don't want to use those types of conditioners, because I know for me, if I'm using a lot of conditioners with protein and keratin in them all the time, it will make your hair dry and brittle. And so that's why you need to make sure you also balance it out by using a moisturizing conditioner as well. So I usually go in between the two. I always use the Itte Silkening Conditioner. And so I use this every time I'm about to flat iron my hair and blow dry and do all of that stuff. this conditioner is a silk protein conditioner, so it has those moisturizing products in it, and it also has some strengthening products in it as well, or ingredients, sorry, not products, but ingredients in it as well. So this one I love to use when I'm flat ironing my hair, because it moisturizes it and it strengthens it as well. So this one is a strengthening deep conditioner treatment, as you can see on the bottle here. And I use this treatment. It has peppermint and it has keratin in it, which is strengthening. And I use this one every other week when I'm not straightening my hair, because this is a very heavy conditioner, and I don't like to use heavy conditioners when I'm straightening my hair, because it can tend to weigh it down a little more. But when I'm wearing hairstyles like this, where I haven't straightened my hair, this is perfect. So this one is an intense moisturizing mask. Okay, so I love to use this one on the weeks when I'm not using a strengthening mask. This is, you know, an intense hydration mask, and it has honey in it and Mafura oil, which I haven't heard of before, but you know, hey, it works pretty well on my hair, so I'm not complaining. And so yeah, those are my conditioners. So tip number 4 is to limit the amount of heat that you put on your hair. That includes blow drying it, flat ironing it, curling it, all of that stuff. I know I am one of those girls. I love to straighten my hair, and I love to blow dry it, and I like for it to be nice and straight and pretty and all that stuff. Yeah, it's wonderful, but it can create a lot of damage for your hair. So if you can, try to limit the amount of times that you do straighten or put heat on your hair. This tip is for all of my relaxed girls. If you're natural, don't worry about this tip because you're good. But if you're relaxed, it is to make sure that you have the proper amount of time in between relaxers. So, and you have to figure that out for yourself. I hear from a lot of people to stretch your relaxer as long as you can. Okay? For me, that doesn't necessarily work. I noticed when I used to stretch my relaxer for a very long time in between, I would have like a lot of new growth up here, and then the rest of my hair would be a completely different texture. It would be straight. And because of that, whenever I tried to comb my hair or do anything to my hair, I would experience so much breakage. And also, I don't know if you guys know about the line of demarcation, which is basically the line where your natural hair and your relaxed hair meet. That is a very weak line. It is very, very weak. And so if you apply any type of tension to it, it's going to break off. So for me, stretching caused my hair to break a lot more. And so I actually relax my hair every 6 to 8 weeks. That's what I do. It has worked, and you know, I don't feel like I'm adding any more chemical damage to my hair, even though I am, you know, adding more chemicals to my hair more often. I don't leave my relaxer on for very, very long, so my hair is not like bone straight relaxed. I kind of just, I guess, Texlax it is what it's called, and that keeps my hair keeps some of the strength left into my hair than it would have if I relaxed it bone straight. So, and also my hair pretty much stays one texture, and that works great for me because I don't experience as much breakage as I did when I had 2 different textures of hair in my hair. So it is up to you what you want to do when it comes to relaxing your hair, and how long you want to stretch it. For me, not stretching works. For you, it may be the opposite. That's up to you. Alright everyone, this is the end of part 1 for this topic here. Please go to my videos on my channel and click on part 2 for this topic, and you will get the rest of my healthy hair growing tips. Thank you.